प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्दें श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतः पदकमलं श्रीगुरुर्वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेव श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन्निति नाम्ने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष देश नमो विष्णुपादाय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा everybody. Welcome back to our weekly Chaitanya Charitamrita session. So today we are with our Antya Lila chapter 1 text number 34 onwards. I'll just quickly share my screen. Yeah. Okay. And this chapter is entitled The Second Meeting of Rupa Goswami with Lord Chaitanya. Like that it is entitled. So we know that Lord Chaitanya, he took sannyas at the age of 24. Then he goes to Jagannath Puri. And then he wanted to go to Vrindavan. He had his first attempt to go to Vrindavan. And that time he goes via Ramakeli. And that is the time this Rup Sanatan Goswami, they first meet Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You remember that, no? But they were not typically devotees like that because they were still under the serving the Nawab Hussain Shah in their government affairs. And that during that journey on the Sanatan Goswami just mentions to Lord Chaitanya that going to Vrindavan with such a big crowd, you may not be able to relish Vrindavan for what it is. So it is better you go with one or two assistants and just you and one or two assistants. That would be nice. And in that trip, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes back to Jagannath Puri. That was his first attempt to go to Vrindavan. Then he had his second attempt, and that time we know he went to the Jharikhanda forest and goes to Vrindavan. And also in the first attempt, we know that Ramakeli does not fall on the, it's not in the path from Jagannath Puri or Orissa to UP if you go, Vrindavan if you want to go. Ramakeli does not come in the path, but he takes a kind of detour just to meet these brothers, Rup Sanatan, and even that Anupam also has met. That is the third brother of Rup and Sanatan. Now what has happened? After Vrindavan, we know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to Prayag. And that time, Rup and his brother Anupam, they meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Prayag. And then we know at the Dashashwamedha Ghata, he had 10 days of instructions which was given by Lord Chaitanya to Rupa Goswami. And then he instructs Rupa Goswami that he has to excavate the lost holy places and few other things. And so he tells Rupa Goswami to go to Vrindavan. So now Rupa Goswami goes to Vrindavan and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to Varanasi because he has to come back to Bengal. And when he is coming Bengal and then later to Orissa. So then when he came to Varanasi, he met Sanatan Goswami. And Sanatan Goswami, he instructed Sanatan Goswami for 2 months at Varanasi. And then Mahaprabhu goes towards Jagannath Puri and Sanatan Goswami goes towards Vrindavan. And here Rupa Goswami was in Vrindavan for 1 month, 2 months like that. And he met, what is his name? He met a Bengali devotee and they were there. And then when he heard that Mahaprabhu is in Puri, Rupa Goswami comes and his brother was in Varanasi like that. He comes to here. So he comes via the banks of Ganges towards Varanasi, Rupa Goswami. And Sanatan Goswami has reached Varanasi, has reached Vrindavan from Varanasi via the main road, and that way the brothers don't meet each other. And Sanatana Goswami reaches Vrindavan, and Rupa Goswami comes to Varanasi. And in Varanasi, he meets the devotees, friends of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Tapan Mishra, Chandrasekhar Acharya, and all. And then he goes towards Bengal, and later at Jagannath Puri. So now this is actually the main second meeting. First meeting was at Prayag, and second meeting now Rupa Goswami from Vrindavan has come back to Varanasi, goes to Bengal, and from Bengal he goes to Orissa. So that time Mahaprabhu meets Rupa Goswami for the second time. And we also know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before making the South India Yatra, then he had the Vrindavan Yatra. In between, we had an elaborate discussion about the Rath Yatra festival. And we should know that this Rath Yatra festival, every year devotees came from Navadvip, and they spent the 4 months of the Chaturmasa with the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri. And in Jagannath Puri, they celebrate the Rath Yatra festival that includes the Gundicha Majam festival, then the day of Rath Yatra, then the Pahanda Vijay, and then during the Rath, and how the different drum players are there, and how the different singers are there, then Kirtaniyas are there, and how Mahaprabhu dances in front of the chariot, behind the chariot, and how Lord Jagannath reciprocates with the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then when the Rath reaches the Gundicha, then we have the Gundicha Pahandi, then we have the Hera Panchami festival, then we have how the Lakshmi Devi comes with her group of ladies, and how they chastise Jagannath, and then finally how Jagannath, Balabhadra, and Subhadra Devi, they come back to the main temple. So all this is elaborately explained. So when Rupa Goswami goes back to Jagannath Puri, then again the Rath Yatra festival is happening every year. So about that also there is a mention, because now there is no detailed mention of the Rath Yatra festival now. But even Rupa Goswami, one of the Rath Yatras, even he participated, because when he came to Jagannath Puri. So let's continue our discussion. And before this, we heard how the devotees of Navadvip, when they come to Jagannath Puri, once Shivanand Sen brought his dog, and how the dog was also considered as one of the members of the Yatra and was taken very well care. And then suddenly the dog disappeared, and how Shivanand Sen was in so much of anxiety, and then how the puppy dog gets the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is how the Supreme Lord gives his mercy to every living entity. Jada and Chara, everybody gets the mercy of the Supreme Lord. It is told that when Lord Chaitanya advented, means when he was there and he comes to South India, and he sees the different, like South India, if you see Hampi area, then we know that there are big, huge mountains, big boulders are there. And when Mahaprabhu looked at those boulders, even they become Chinmay. So it is told that when we go to Yatra, we can also look at those boulders, because they are existing since Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, and now also they are existing. You can remember Lord Chaitanya by seeing them, that these boulders had got the vision of Lord Chaitanya, and today we are looking at those boulders. Let us also get that mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So that is how everything got spiritualized by just the vision of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now we will continue with our discussion. We are at Antya Lila 1.34. Yes, Mataji, Sumati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Eta Prabhu Apnyaya Rupa Aila Vrindavana Krishna Lila Nataka Karite Haila Mana. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Meanwhile, following the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Rupa Goswami returned to Vrindavana. He desired to write dramas concerning the pastimes of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna.
So this is meanwhile means that time, not now. Meanwhile means that time, after the Dashashameda discussion at Prayaga, Mahaprabhu had told Rupa Goswami to go to Vrindavan. So that is what Kaviraj Goswami is mentioning here. Next, who wants to read? Hare Krishna. Okay. Vrindavane natakera arambha karila Mangalacharana. Next time. Mangalacharana Nandi Shloka Tatai Likhila. In Vrindavan, Rupa Goswami began to write a drama. In particularly, he composed introductory verses to invoke good fortune. Yeah. Read purport. Read. Who wants to read?
Hare
Krishnamurti.
Krishna Mataji, pranams Mataji. Purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Prabhupada ke day. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura quotes from the Nataka Chandrika, wherein it is written.
You can skip the paragraphs. You can go for the text.
Okay, Mataji. It is a bit scrolled, Mataji.
Yes, 1 second. Yes.
Similarly, in the 6th chapter of the Sahitya Darpana, text 282, it is said, Ashirvachana Samyukta Sutir Yasmat Prayojate Devadvijana Padinam Tasmananditi Sam 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 Samnita. The introductory portion of a drama, which is written to invoke good fortune, is called Nandi Shloka. Hare Krishna Mataji.
So Nandi, we know in here in weddings also that Nandi ceremony is done, no, just before the marriage, something like that looks like. So the thing is, Rupa Goswami wanted to write drama. So the introduction of the drama was done at Vrindavan. Then he again comes to Varanasi, but there he has already written the introduction part for his drama. Yes, Mataji, our Shobha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam Mataji. Krishna Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. पाते चली आचे नाटकेरा गाठा ना भागीते काटाचा करिया किचू लागिला लिखीते. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. On his way to Gauda Desha, Rupa Goswami had been thinking of how to write the action of the drama. Thus he had made some notes and began to write. Hari Bol.
So the introduction was written in Vrindavan, and then Steve was constantly contemplating about the content of the drama. Then he was going to Gauda Desha. Gauda Desha is Bengal. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. यही मते दुई भाई गौड़ देश आइला गौड़े आसी अनुपमेरा गंगा प्राप्ति हैला. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In this way, the two brothers Rupa and Anupama reached Bengal, but when they arrived there, Anupama died. Purport by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Formerly, when a person died, it was commonly said that he had attained the shelter of Mother Ganges, even if he did not die on the bank of the Ganges. It is customary among Hindus to carry a dying person to a nearby bank of the Ganges, for if one dies on the bank of the Ganges, his soul is considered to reach the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu, where from the Ganges flows. Thank you, Mataji.
Point is, Anupama, third brother, he is also called as Vallabha, Sri Vallabha, who is the father of Jiva Goswami. He leaves his body at Bengal. That is before meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Once they have met in Prayaga, but now he has already left his body. Padma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Shani Prabhu Pashe Karila Gamana Prabhu Re Dekhite Tanra Utkantita Mana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Rupa Goswami then departed to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for he was very eager to see him. Thank you, Mataji.
So then how Rupa Goswami goes alone. Sumati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Anupamera lagi tara kichu vilamba haila bhakta gana pasha aila lagna paila. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. There was some delay because of the death of Anupama, and therefore when Rupa Goswami went to Bengal to see the devotees there, he could not get in touch with them because they had already left.
So now we understood. No, we know that the devotees of Bengal always come to Jagannath Puri during the Rath Yatra festival. And that is the trip, and that the Shivanand Sen and the dog story, we read it already. So devotees from Bengal are already moving towards Jagannath Puri, and Rupa Goswami got a little delayed because of the death of Anupama. And so by the time he reached Bengal, Bengal devotees are already left to Jagannath Puri. Who wants to read? Those who finished reading, put your hands down. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
उदिया देशे सत्यभामा पूरा नामे ग्रामा एक रात्रि से ही ग्रामे करीला विश्रामा. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the province of Orissa, There is a place known as Satyabhamapura. Srila Rupa Goswami rested for a night in that village on his way to Jagannath Puri. Purport by his great grace Prabhupada teacher. There is a place known as Satyabhamapura in the district of Cuttack in Odisha. It is near the village known as Janakadevpura. Thank you, Mataji.
Krishnamurti Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, it will scroll. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Can see, na?
No, Mataji.
Can't see?
Mataji,
Yes,
it is to be done.
Down, na?
It is seen, Prabhuji. It
Yes,
is seen,
Mataji.
Prabhuji.
Only translation and purport I can see.
What else? The translation purport. Shloka you can't see?
No, Mataji.
Cannot? Okay, I will read then.
We can see.
रात्रि स्वप्ने देखे एक दिव्य रूप नारी सम्मुखे आसिया आज्ञा दिला बहु कृपा करी. Read the translation.
Now I can see Mataji. Translation basic Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. While resting in Satyabhamapura, he dreamed that a celestial beautiful woman came before him and very mercifully gave him the following order. Hare Krishna Mataji.
So on the way from Bengal, he is going to Jagannath Puri, and on the way there is a place called as Satyabhamapura. There in the night he gets a dream, and a lady comes and gives him some order. Who wants to read? Padma Mataji. Yes, Padma Mataji, yes.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Amar natak pratak kara rachana Amar kripate natak haibe ilakshana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Write a separate drama about me, she said. By my mercy, it will be extraordinarily beautiful. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Dr. K. Karpagavalli Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. 1.43. Swapna deki rupa gosani karila vichara satya brahmara
Bhamera. Satya Bhamera.
Agya pratik nataka karibara. Translation by Prabhupada Kiji. After having that dream, Srila Rupa Goswami considered it is the order of Satyabhama that I write a separate drama for her.
What is happening is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted, not Chaitanya, Rupa Goswami wanted to write a drama. That introduction he did it in Vrindavan and constantly was thinking the content for the drama. So looks like he was writing a drama which had the mix of the events of Satyabhama and that will come to know later. But now Satyabhama is instructing, one lady in the dream is instructing that write a separate drama. And Rupa Goswami considered that yes, it is Satyabhama because the place was also Satyabhamapura, and Satyabhama is telling me to write a separate drama for her. That is what Rupa Goswami understood. Sudha Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavata.
Dandavata.
ब्रजपुरा लीला एकत्र करी याची घटना दुई भागा करी मो रचना. Translation by Divine Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I have brought together in one work all the pastimes performed by Lord Krishna in Vrindavana and in Dwarka. Now I shall have to divide them into two dramas.
So he was writing a drama where pastimes of Lord Krishna in Vrindavana as well as in Dwarka. And he wanted to write one drama. Now what Satyabhama said, that you write my pastimes, that is her Dwaraka pastimes are Satyabhama pastimes. No. So then Rupa Goswami understood that she is instructing me like this, that I have to write two separate, that will be Rasa Bhasa it will be. If Vrindavan pastimes and Dwaraka pastimes are put together, it will become Rasa Bhasa. So she is instructing me to write two separate dramas. Uma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
भविते शीघ्र आईला नीला चले आशी उतरिला हरिदासा भाषा स्थले Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Thus absorbed in thought, he quickly reached Jagannath Puri. When he arrived, he approached the hut of Haridas Thakur.
So what happened is now he constantly thinking about that. Okay, I have tried 2 minutes. He was thinking, and he has reached Jagannath Puri and he goes to Siddha Bakula, where Haridas Thakur stays. So generally, when Rupa Goswami comes, so later Siddha, because Rupa Goswami is always used to stay with Haridas Thakur in Jagannath Puri at Siddha Bakula. So he goes to Siddha Bakula. Who wants to read? Yeah, Padma Mataji, your hand is always raised only. Yes, you can.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, you have to raise your hand. Krishnamurti Prabhuji. Padma Mataji, I told. Padma Mataji. After that, Krishnamurti.
Okay, Hare Krishna Mataji. Haridas Thakur Tanri Bahu Kripa Kaila Tumi Asibe More Prabhu Ye Kahila. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Out of affectionate love and mercy, Haridas Thakur told Srila Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has already informed me that you would come here. Thank you, Mataji. Pranam.
So Mahaprabhu is in the heart of everybody. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he already knew Rupa Goswami is coming, and he has already told Haridas Thakur that Rupa Goswami will soon be coming and meeting you, like that. Dr. K. Karpagavalli Mataji.
147, text number 147. Upala boha deki Haridas re देखते पर प्रतिदिन आसीना प्रभु ऐला अचंबिते sorry translation Prabhupada ki Jai. After seeing the Upala Bhoga ceremony at the Jagannatha temple, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would regularly come to see Haridasa every day. Thus he suddenly arrived there.
So what was the regular pattern? So now what is happening is Haridas Thakur was apparently born in a Muslim family. Although he is a Namacharya and we all know what is his greatness, nonetheless in the social status at that time, now also in the Jagannath Puri temple, only Hindus are apparently allowed. So at that time also Haridas Thakur was born in a Muslim family, so he was not allowed to enter the Jagannath temple. Similarly, Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, because they had served Nawab Hussain Shah, and in those times, whom you serve, that is a very important factor. And because although they were Brahmins, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, but because they had served Nawab Hussain Shah, they were considered as Muslims by the typical social conscious people like that, not otherwise in the devotee circle. And even otherwise, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, by their own humility, even Haridas Thakur, they never tried to enter the Jagannath temple also, because they were looking at the chakra and they were completely satisfied. And it is told that since Lord Chaitanya is none other than Lord Jagannath, every single day, Lord Chaitanya, after the Upala Bhoga ceremony, Upala Bhoga is like the breakfast, like the morning puja it is, like 9-10 o'clock like that. After the Upala Bhoga ceremony, every day Mahaprabhu used to bring Jagannath Prasad and directly come to Siddha Bakul to give the Jagannath Mahaprasad to Haridas Thakur. So point is, when Haridas Thakur could not go to see Jagannath at Jagannath temple, Jagannath himself walks down and comes to Haridas Thakur to give his Mahaprasad. So that was the greatness of Haridas Thakur, and that is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this was his regular routine, Lord Chaitanya's, and today Haridas Thakur is there and Rupa Goswami has also come, and now Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes there. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat.
Hare Krishna.
रूपा दंडवत करे हरिदासा कहिला हरिदासे मिली प्रभु रूपे अलिंगिला. Translation by Divine Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. When the Lord arrived, Rupa Goswami immediately offered his obeisance. Haridasa informed the Lord, "This is Rupa Goswami offering you obeisances," and the Lord embraced him.
Now Mahaprabhu has seen Rupa Goswami before also, but nonetheless Haridas Thakur says he is Rupa Goswami and Lord Chaitanya embraces him. Sumati Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Haridasa रूपे लाया प्रभु वसीला एक स्थाने कुशला प्रश्न इष्टा गोष्ठी कैला Kathakshane. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then sat down with Haridasa and Rupa Goswami. They inquired from one another about auspicious news and then continued to talk together for some time. Hare Krishna.
Next. Uma Mataji.
सनातेन रावताय अभी गोसाई पूछिला रूप कहे थारा संगे देखा ना हैला. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired about Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami replied, I did not meet him.
He did not meet Sanatana Goswami because Sanatana Goswami went by the main road and Rupa Goswami comes back by the Ganges road, and so they missed each other. Krishnamurti.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes Mataji. Ami Ganga Pate Ailana Tinho Raja Pate Atave Amara Dheka Nahila Tandra Sate. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. I came by the path on the bank of Ganges, whereas Sanatana Goswami came by the public road. Therefore, we did not meet. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranams.
Yes.
प्रयागे सुनी नूनते हो केला वृंदावने अनुपमेरा गंगा प्राप्ति कैला निवेदन. Translation by Divine Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In Prayaga, I heard that he had already gone to Vrindavan. Rupa Goswami next informed the Lord about the death of Anupama.
So now Rupa Goswami tells that actually Anupama has also left his body. Padma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Rupeta Sadiya Koshani Chanita Koshani Rasangi Bhakta Rupera Milila. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. After allotting residential quarters there to Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left. Then all the Lord's personal associates met Sri Rupa Goswami.
So now Rupa Goswami coming to Jagannath Puri after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in Jagannath Puri is first step. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's all friends and associates, they yet to meet Rupa Goswami. So now they are going to meet Rupa Goswami. Who wants to read? आरदी न महाप्रभु सभा भक्त लाया रूपे मिलैला सबाया कृपता करिया. On the next day, Mahaprabhu again met Rupa Goswami, and the great mercy Lord introduced him to all the devotees. Now, one by one, to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is introducing them Rupa Goswami. Krishnamurti Prabhuji.
Sabara Charana Rupa Karila Vandana Rupakari Rupe Sabe Kaila Alingana. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Rupa Goswami offered respectful obeisance unto the lotus feet of them all, and all the devotees by their mercy embraced him. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Advaita Nityananda Tomara Dui Jani Prabhu Kahe Rupe Kripa Taru Khaya Mane. Translation by Divine Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Advaita Acharya Nityananda Prabhu, you should both show your mercy wholeheartedly to Rupa Goswami.
So like that he tells. It happens sometimes in our group, we are all seniors are there, and then one person very close to us has come. So we said, please take care of him like that. Umadevi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. तो मधु नारा कर कृपाते हिन्हारा हो तेजित शक्ति याते विवरीते परेना कृष्ण रस भक्ति. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. May Rupa Goswami, by your mercy, become so powerful that he will be able to describe the transcendental mellows of devotional service. Hare Krishna.
Now Mahaprabhu at Dashashwamedha Ghat at Prayag had instructed Rupa Goswami what he is supposed to do, and with this instruction he had empowered Rupa Goswami also. And Rupa Goswami himself is a big personality. Nonetheless, it is an etiquette to ask for mercy and to give mercy. And now Mahaprabhu is telling that please bless him, that he is able to write transcendental melody devotional service. He is able to perform that service very properly. Shobha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Raj Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Gaudiya Udiya Yata Prabhura Bhaktagana Sabhara Aila Rupa Nehera Bhajana. Translation by Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thus, Rupa Goswami became the object of love and affection for all the devotees of the Lord, including those who came from Bengal and those who resided in Orissa.
So we had devotees who were in Orissa, we have devotees who have come from Bengal. See, when we carry Krishna in our heart and we have all the qualities which Rupa Goswami had, naturally and automatically everybody gets attracted to that kind of person, because there is no selfishness, there is no envy, there is only compassion, there is only mercy, and so much of intelligence, so much of compassion, and so many things to give Rupa Goswami has, and absolutely he has no attachment also and no expectation also. So automatically everybody were so attracted to the personality of Rupa Goswami. Uma Devi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी। प्रतिदिन असी रूपे करे न मिलाने मंदिरे ए प्रसाद पाना देना दुई जाने। Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Every day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go to see Rupa Goswami, and whatever prasadam he received from the temple, he would deliver to Rupa Goswami and Haridas Thakura. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Padma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Istagosti dunhasane kari katas shana madhyana karite prabhu karila gamana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He will talk for some time with them both and then leave to perform his noontime duties. Thank you,
So
Mataji.
there's most of the daily routine like that. Sudan Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranam.
Pranam.
Yehi mata pratidina prabhura vyavahara prabhu kripa paya rupera ananda apara. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dealings with them continued every day. Thus received the transcendental favor of the Lord Srila Rupa Goswami, felt unlimited pleasure.
Natural and automatic, so much happiness. Every day Mahaprabhu is coming. Mahaprabhu is Nandan, Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Rupa Goswami is also Rupa Manjari only. So that loving dealings and so much of love and ecstasy. Every single day Mahaprabhu is coming, talking and going. And so it was in completely bliss, Rupa Goswami. Krishnamurti Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yehi mat Bhaktagana lana kaila Pundicha marjana Atita asi kaila Vanya bhojana. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, taking all his devotees with him, performed the Gundicha Marjana, washing and cleansing the Gundicha temple, he went to the garden known as Aitota and accepted prasadam at a picnic within the garden. Hare Krishna.
See, now we
Mataji.
should remember, we had all heard this, that is Rath Yatra, then Gundicha Marjan, then how they had prasad and how they were cleaning and washing, and how much Sarup Damodar, everybody, they were serving prasad and devotees were eating, and Mahaprabhu ate last. Like that elaborate discussion we have already finished. So now this is the pastime that happens every year. And now the Bengal devotees have come to Jagannath Puri to perform the Rath Yatra, and at that time only Rupa Goswami has also come. And so now today that Gundicha Marjana happened like that. So actually we were discussing about this last year almost at this time, and now again Rath Yatra is there. July 7th is the Rath Yatra. So we have completed 1 year, and again fortunately we are able to talk about the Rath Yatra. Actually during last Rath Yatra time only almost we were talking about Rath Yatra past time in the chapters actually.
What a coincidence, Mataji.
Lord's mercy it is. Uma Devi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी। प्रसाद खाया हरि भले सर्व भक्त जना देखी हरि दास रूपेरा हर सीता माना। Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Haridas Thakura and Rupa Goswami saw that all the devotees were accepting prasadam and chanting the holy name of Hari, they both were greatly pleased. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Next, Usuda Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी प्रणाम।
Pranam.
गोविंद गोविंद द्वारा प्रभुरा शेष प्रसाद पाइला प्रेम मत दुई जन नाचिते लागिला। Translation by Divine Lord Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki Jai. When they received the remnants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prasadam through Govinda, they respected it, and then they both began to dance in ecstasy.
So Govinda is a personal servant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and whatever Mahaprabhu finishes his prasad remnants, these people get Haridas Thakur and Rupa Goswami, and they are so fortunate, so much in ecstasy when they receive that prasadam even by Govinda. It is sent through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Haridas Thakur and Rupa Goswami. Sumati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. आराधीना प्रभु रूपे मिलिया वसीला सर्वज्ञा शिरोमणि प्रभु कहिते लागिला. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. On the next day, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to see Srila Rupa Goswami, the omniscient Lord spoke as follows. Hare Krishna.
So what happens every day? Mahaprabhu used to go to Siddhabakula and they meet. So one of the days when Mahaprabhu comes to Siddhabakula, what happens? Uma Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। कृष्णेरा बाहिरा नहीं करिहा रजा हाइते रजा छाड़ी कृष्णा कबू ना याना कहante. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Do not try to take Krishna out of Vrindavana, for he does not go to anywhere else at any time.
So now see how Mahaprabhu exhibits that he is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now what has happened? Rupa Goswami wanted to write the drama. Then he wanted to write both Vrindavan and Dwarka pastimes together. Then he comes via Satyabhamapura. And Satyabhama Devi in his dream tells that I want a separate drama. And now Rupa Goswami did not tell Chaitanya Mahaprabhu anything about his drama, but constantly is contemplating, and to emphasize his thought, Mahaprabhu is telling here, don't take Krishna out of Vrindavan. That is, Krishna in Dwaraka and Vrindavan are not same. Don't take him out and write separately. Like that he is emphasizing. It is like endorsing what Rupa Goswami is contemplating. Uma Devi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Krishnonyo yadu sambhuto ya purana sosti ata paraha vrindavanam parityajya sokvachin naiva gacchati. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The Krishna known as Yadu Kumara in Vasudeva Krishna is different from the Krishna who is the son of Nanda Maharaja. Yadu Kumara Krishna manifests his pastimes in the cities of Mathura and Dwarka, but Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaja, never at any time leaves Vrindavana. Hare Krishna, it is purport. This verse is included in the Lagu Bhagavatamrita 1.5.461 by Srila Rupa Goswami. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. एताकै महाप्रभु मध्याह्ने च लीला रूपकोशानि मने किचु विस्मया हैला. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. After saying this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to perform his noontime duties, leaving Sri Rupa Goswami somewhat surprised. Thank you,
So
Mataji.
suddenly Rupa Goswami is like what Mahaprabhu just now told. Like that. And Mahaprabhu just left. Sudha Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी प्रणाम। पृथक नाटक करिते सत्यभाम अज्ञा दिला जनी लु पृथक नाटक करिते प्रभु अज्ञा हैला. Translation by Divine Lord Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Satyabhama ordered me to write 2 different dramas. Srila Rupa Goswami thought, now I understand that this order has been confirmed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you.
Very good. Sudha, who read just now? Krishnamurti Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी. पूर्वे दुई नाटक चिला एकत्र रचना दुई भाग करीबे करीमु घटना. Translation from A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Formerly, I wrote the two dramas as one composition. Now I shall divide it and describe the incidents in two separate works. Hare
So
Krishna
now
Mataji.
it was very confirmed Rupa Goswami. Yes, I have to write two separate dramas. Uma Devi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी दुई नंदी प्रस्तावना दुई सम घटना पृथक करिया लिखी करिया भावना ट्रांसलेशन बाय डिवाइन ग्रेस शीला प्रभुपाद की जय I shall write two separate invocations of good fortune and two different introductions. Let me think deeply about the matter and then describe two different sets of incidents. Hare Krishna Mataji. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The two works are the Vidagdha Madhava and the Lalita Madhava. The Vidagdha Madhava describes pastimes of Vrindavana and the Lalita Madhava describes pastimes of Dwarka and Mathura. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. रथयात्रया जगन्नाथ दर्शन करिला रथ आग्रे प्रभुरा नृत्य कीर्तन देखिला. Translation by Divine Srila Prabhupada ki jai. During the Ratha Yatra ceremony, Rupa Goswami saw Lord Jagannath. He also saw Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing and chanting in front of the Ratha.
So now Rupa Goswami is seeing Jagannath for the first time because he cannot enter the temple, and now Lord has come on the Rath, on the roads, and that Rath Yatra pastime is happening, and Mahaprabhu is dancing, and all this is Rupa Goswami is able to envision this time. Who wants to read? Padmamata.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी पूर्वे से ही सब कथा याची वर्णना तथापि कहिए किचु संक्षेपे कथना.
No,
Translation.
what did you read?
Sorry?
1.73.
73. Okay, shall I read it? Okay, sorry, Mataji.
Yes.
पुरा नित्य श्लोक शुनि श्री रूप गोशानी से श्लोक लाना श्लोक करीला तथा तथाई. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. When Rupa Goswami heard the verse uttered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during the ceremony, he immediately composed another verse dealing with the same subject. Thank you, Mataji.
So what happens is now Mahaprabhu is see now we during our Rath Yatra when we were reading so many verses Mahaprabhu utters. Kaviraj Goswami, all that long big verses about Krishna, Radha, love, all that we were hearing. Like that Mahaprabhu utters out of ecstasy. Now he is in completely mood of Srimati Radharani. And when he sees Jagannath, Jagannath is not different from Krishna, and that Viraha is there, and in that mood, ecstatic mood, Mahaprabhu is continuously composing verses. And now Rupa Goswami is hearing that, and he writes and composes another verse dealing with the same subject. Uma Devi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी पूर्वे से ही सब कथा करियाची वर्णना तथापि कहिए किचु संक्षेपे कथना. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I have already described all these incidents, but I still wish to add briefly something more.
Kaviraj Goswami is saying that I told in detail about the Rath Yatra pastime, but something happens now because Rupa Goswami is there, so I'll tell something more. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. सामान्य एक श्लोक प्रभु पढ़े न कीर्तने केन श्लोक पढ़े इहा केन न जाने. Translation by Divine Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Generally, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited a verse for dancing and chanting before the Ratha, but no one knew why he was reciting that particular verse.
One particular verses he recites, and we had already read it, that one girl, one boy, I am the same girl, I am the same, something like that. So he was in deep ecstasy, completely in the mood of Radharani. So now that verse Mahaprabhu recites, and nobody understood why he is reciting that particular verse there. Uma Kulkarni Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Sabe eka स्वरूपा गोसानी श्लोकेरा अत जाने श्लोकानुरूप पद प्रभु के खराना आस्वादने. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Only Swarupa Damodara Goswami knew the purpose of which the Lord recited that verse. According to the Lord's attitude, he used to quote other verses to enable the Lord to relish mellows.
So, Swarup Damodar Prabhu, who was with the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is none other than Lalita Devi, Lalita Sakya actually. So, he knows the inner consciousness, inner heart, inner thoughts of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, constantly how it is during the Rath Yatra, Mahaprabhu will recite one verse. Swarup Damodar Goswami understands the mood in which he is singing as well as the reason why he is singing. So, he will sing another verse. By hearing that verse, Mahaprabhu is invoked to sing another verse. So that way they have that Jugalbandi kind of thing. So now what's happening, according to Lord's attitude, he used to quote other verses to enable the Lord to relish mellows. So actually whatever Mahaprabhu sings, Swarup Damodar Prabhu understands. That is how they have. Some Swarup Damodar Goswami. Krishnamurti Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Sabe eka swarupa gosani.
77.
87. Okay. Rupa gosani prabhu rajaniya abhipraya cheyi artha shloka kaila prabhu re yeyi bhaya. Translation basic Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada today. Rupa Goswami, however, could understand the intention of the Lord, and thus he composed another verse that appealed to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Umadevi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. It's different meter, I think, Mataji. Shall I read? Right?
Yes.
Yaha Kaumara Haraha Sa Eva Hi Varastha Eva Chaitra Sapas.
You want to read the translation directly?
Okay, Mataji. Thank you. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. That very personality who stole my heart during my youth is now again my master. These are the same moonlit nights of the month of Chaitra. The same fragrance of Malati flowers is there, and the same sweet breezes are blowing from the Kadamba forest. In our intimate relationship, I am also the same lover, yet still my mind is not happy here. I am eager to go back to that place on the bank of the river under the Vetasi tree. That is my desire. Purport. This is the verse recited by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Sudha Mataji. You also can read the translation.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. My dear friend, now I have met my very old and dear friend Krishna on the field of Kurukshetra. And the same Radharani, and now we are meeting together. It is very pleasant, but I would still like to go to the bank of the Yamuna beneath the trees of the forest there. I wish to hear the vibration of his sweet flute playing the fifth note within that forest of Vrindavan. Purport by Divine Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. This is the verse composed by Srila Rupa Goswami. It is included in the Padyavali 386, an anthology of verses he compiled.
So now what happened is Mahaprabhu spoke that verse. To add to that, now Chaitanya Rupa Goswami has composed this verse, which is the same mood, which is in the same mood. So now Mahaprabhu's mood, Swarup Damodar Goswami was understanding, Rupa Goswami also understands, and to complement that, this particular verse, Rupa Goswami writes. Now who wants to read? तालपत्रे श्लोक लिखी चाले तराखिला samudra snana kari bare Rupa Gosai gela. After writing this verse on a palm leaf, Rupa Goswami put it somewhere in his thatched roof and went to bathe in the sea. Now what he did is, he had heard that whatever Mahaprabhu recited, to complement it, Rupa Goswami has composed this particular verse, the previous verse, and he wrote it on a palm leaf, and simply he just put it above his roof, and he has gone to take bath in the sea. Okay. Uma Devi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. हे ना काले प्रभु ऐला तन्हारे मिलीते चले स्टोकाधे की प्रभु लगीला पदीते. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there to meet him, and when he saw the leaf pushed into the roof and saw the verse, he began to read it.
So now Rupa Goswami has gone to Tembak, Mahaprabhu has gone to Siddha Bakula. There he sees that palm leaf, he opens it, picks it up and starts reading. Padma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Slokapadi Prabhu Sukhe Prema Vista Haila Kena Kali Rupa Goshani Stana Kari Haila. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. After reading the verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was overwhelmed by ecstasy love. At that time, Rupa Goswami returned, having finished bathing in the sea. Thank you,
When
Mataji.
Mahaprabhu reads it, his ecstasy, his heart was overwhelming with love because that is his mood. And exactly his mood has been written on the palm leaf, and at that time Rupa Goswami also comes there. Krishnamurti Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Sloka Padi Prabhu Suke.
83.
What was it? It is to be changed, Mataji.
83. Can see?
No, Mataji.
Cannot see? 1.83. Everybody can see?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
1.83. Okay, I'll read the shloka by then you will be able to see. Prabhu deki dandavata prangane padila Prabhu tare chapad mari kahite lagila. Can see now, Krishnamurti Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. I can see now.
Translation.
Translation basic Bhakti and Prabhupada. Seeing the Lord, Sri Rupa Goswami fell flat in the courtyard to offer obeisances. The Lord slapped his mildly in love and spoke as follows. Hare Krishna.
So what happens is now you understood the story. No, he had written, he had put it that palm leaf where Mahaprabhu has picked it up and he was reading, and then Rupa Goswami comes. Seeing Mahaprabhu, he offers Dandavat Pranams. And then he gets up lovingly, he slapped Rupa Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Buddha Mora Hridaya Kusuni Janila ke mane Eta kahi rupe kaila Brida Ari Gane. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My heart is very confidential. How did you know my mind in this way? After saying this, he formally embraced Rupa Goswami.
What aho bhagya Rupa Goswami. What happens is Mahaprabhu says, how do you know the deep ecstasies of my heart? And lovingly, tightly embraces Rupa Goswami. Uma Devi Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी से श्लोक लाना प्रभु स्वरूपे देखैला स्वरूपे परीक्षा लगी तन्हारे पूजिला. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the verse and showed it to Swarupa Damodara for him to examine. Then the Lord questioned him. Hare Krishna.
Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Swarupa Damodara Goswami, they are together. They are always in understanding, because Mahaprabhu knows that whatever he is saying, Swarupa Damodara Goswami understands, and Swarupa Damodara Goswami exactly knows what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to hear. Like that is also. So they have a very good understanding. So now Rupa Goswami has written something and Mahaprabhu felt very happy and he showed that piece of literature to Swarupa Damodara Goswami. Padma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mora antara varta rupa jani lage mane swarupa ke jani kripa kariya je apane. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. How could Rupa Goswami have understood my heart? The Lord asked. So Rupa Damodar replied, I can understand that you have already bestowed your causeless mercy upon me. Thank you, Mataji.
Upon him. So Mahaprabhu is like telling Swarupa Damodar Goswami, how did you understand what I am thinking? And Swarupa Damodar Goswami is like, because that is you have bestowed your causeless mercy on him. That is the reason. Very coolly he says. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. अर्थाकारा नाही हय ज्ञाना तुम्ही पूर्वे कृपा कैला करी अनुमाना. Translation by Divine Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. No one could otherwise understand this meaning. I can therefore guess that previously you bestowed upon him your causeless mercy.
Previously means at Dashashwamedha Ghata, when he instructed Rupa Goswami, he empowered Rupa Goswami also. So now Rupa Goswami is completely empowered and he understands what exactly Mahaprabhu's mood is. So we'll go one more to the last verse, Uma Devi Mataji. Uma Devi Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा.
Yes.
प्रभु कहे इन्हों माया प्रयागे मिलीला योग्य पत्र न जानी इन्हाया मोरा कृपा ताहैला. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, Rupa Goswami met me at Prayaga. Knowing him to be a suitable person, I naturally bestowed my mercy upon him.
So now
Hari
Mahaprabhu
Bol.
says, yes, you are right. I have bestowed my mercy on Rupa Goswami. Okay, with this we stop here. We'll continue tomorrow. Granthra Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
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 Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Patitanam Pavanebhyo
Vaishnave Namo Namah. Nandakoti Vaishnava ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you.